They keep trying to divide us. They try to divide us by race. They try to divide us by ideology. They try to divide us any way they can. And one of the main ways that they keep trying to divide us, particularly when it comes to Social Security and Medicare, but for economic issues in general, is by generation. We've talked about that. We had the author of this silly book, A Generation of Sociopaths, on the show. We've covered this a lot. Generations should work together to ensure their mutual security. In fact, they have done so at other periods in American history, and I believe they will again. Nevertheless, they keep trying to divide us generationally. A study was done, a survey, which suggested that millennials and boomers, baby boomers, are set for conflict. It was Axios and SurveyMonkey did a study together, and it said that 51% of millennials blame baby boomers for making things worse for their generation. Just 13% said boomers had improved things. But, you know, the very premise of the survey is odd, because a lot of people try to push this narrative that the greedy, Alan Simpson, that the greedy geezers took all the money and there'll be none left for young people, when in terms of Social Security, for example, baby boomers largely, not entirely, but largely pre-funded their own retirement. You know what they never talk about in these narratives is the fact that wealthy people have taken up more, and by ultra-wealthy people have taken up more and more of our national income and our national treasure, and as a result have left less and less for the 99% of every age. So instead they do things like pose, this is the conventional wisdom of the day, have the baby boomers made things better or worse for your generation? Now, this is a popular narrative, and a lot of people that I agree with on other issues embrace it. Oh, it's the baby boomers' fault. And sure, maybe we could have had a world revolution in 1974, but that's not really what's going on here. What we've got, people were passing this around on the internet saying, you know, they're right, boomers were, you know, searching for new identities or whatever instead of making the world a better place. But let me tell you what I think. Generational warfare is a head fake. It's designed to distract everyone, young and old, from what the billionaire and corporate classes are doing to rip off the rest of us. Now, we can respond to this in one of two ways. We can respond to this head fake by buying into it. We can blame each other. Baby boomers can sneer at millennials and claim that they're lazy and pass around memes about avocado toast or whatever they want to do. And millennials can say that it's all the boomers' faults. They can listen to cliches about, you know, they were wearing love beads and having be-ins instead of saving for our future. Let me tell you something. Take a look at the economic statistics of this country over the last 40 years, and what you will see is a wealth drain from the working people of this country, from the ordinary people of this country, to the extremely rich. And in return for that wealth drain, instead of being taxed in a way to stabilize it, they've gotten one tax break after another, which has compounded that inequality of wealth. If you want to help millennials, and we all do, fight inequality and stop attacking each other,